Hi there, my name's Miles, and I wanted to create this video to personally thank you for your interest in becoming a house scout, also known as a bird dog, for Holen Capital. I hope you're as excited to join us as we are to have you, because by working together, we can provide solutions for more and more distressed homeowners here in our community, saving them the time, money, effort, and stress that it normally takes to sell a house in today's economy. But before I show you how, I'd like to tell you a little bit about Holen Capital, the other half of your team. We're a real estate solutions and investment company, and we're in the business of buying, managing, and selling houses. The great thing about what we do, other than the fact that it's a lot of fun, is that we help a lot of people in the process. Our tagline is investing in the community. We get a lot out of seeing houses transformed into beautiful places to live, giving young families their first homes, and removing eyesores from neighborhoods. So by purchasing properties fast at a reasonable investor discount, we can help save homeowners lots of time, money, and trouble. We can save them things like agent commission. This amounts to thousands of dollars. Repair costs. We buy houses in as-is condition. All the time needed to show the house. With us, they don't have to schedule multiple showings every week, have their house clean and neat all the time, not to mention dozens of strangers traipsing through the house. Negotiation process. This usually takes days or weeks, as offers and counteroffers are communicated through agents. We make a firm win-win offer and close fast. Stress. We can typically get a house under contract within 24 hours. We create solutions where everyone wins. We're the perfect option for many people, but we live in a large area and we need help finding those people. That's where you come in. You are now an essential part of our team, helping us find motivated sellers. For people in situations such as these, we are the fastest, easiest solution, and they'll be thanking you and us for helping them out. Now that you know what a motivated seller is, you may ask, how do I find motivated sellers? Well, finding motivated sellers can take some time and maybe some money, but everything worthwhile in life seems to take a little of both. Because the resources you can commit will be different than other people's, I'm going to provide a number of marketing options to choose from. We just mentioned a key term, and that's marketing. This is an essential concept to understand, because without marketing, that is getting the word out, no one will know that we're here to help. The fact is, there are a lot of highly motivated sellers out there. They just don't know who to call or where to go. So we have two options. Number one, we can try to track these people down, or number two, we can let them find us. Both strategies work, but it's generally easier to let motivated sellers find us. And how do they find us? Marketing, marketing, marketing. It's where the majority of homes are 20 years old or older. Our ideal property is typically at least 3 bedrooms between 900 and 2,000 square feet, and the house will typically be in need of a good deal of repair or cleanup. If you have a property in mind but it doesn't exactly fit our ideal specifications, that's fine. Deals come in all shapes and sizes, so submit it to us anyway and we'll do what we can. Marketing and advertising comes in many shapes and sizes as well. These include flyers, internet scanning, newspaper scanning, business cards, door hangers, bandit signs, print ads, direct mail, and driving for dollars. Let's go over each of these in a little more detail. Flyers. These are a fantastic and inexpensive way to spread the word. We have 2 marketing flyers available for download below this video. There's one standard flyer and one specifically for bulletin boards with pull-off tabs at the bottom. They're in Word doc format so you can edit them and put your own phone number. Feel free to print them out as many times as you'd like. I recommend using neon paper, orange, yellow, or green, that draws attention from a distance. Hand them out to neighbors, post them at public bulletin boards, drop them off at laundromats, bus stops, coffee shops, everywhere. I'll go over flyers a little bit more later on in this video. Internet scanning. Websites such as Craigslist.org, ForSaleByOwner.com, and Backpage.com have motivated sellers posting their houses all the time. Look for keywords such as motivated, must sell, as is, fixer, TLC, and FSBO. This involves virtually no expense but does take some time. Newspaper scanning. You already read the Sunday paper, so just take a few more minutes to scan the houses for sale. Again, look for keywords like motivated, must sell, as is, fixer, TLC, and FSBO. Business cards. These you can pass out to everyone you meet. Leave them at restaurants. Put them in your bills that you send off when you pay them. Try setting a goal of handing out 5 business cards per day. Feel free to design and print your own business cards or use a service like Vistaprint.com. The message on the card should be similar to the message on the flyer. It's basically your flyer in pocket form. Remember, all it takes is one card to make you $500. Door hangers. This is a great strategy that gets strong response simply because homeowners cannot miss them. Door hangers can be purchased from doorhangers.com. We typically buy 10,000 at a time from these guys for a little more than $400, including shipping. This is a great deal as we've called at least a dozen local print shops and they all came back with at least a $1,000 quote for this amount. You'll want two-sided hangers, preferably in color, and our template is available for download below. The perfect time to distribute door hangers is midday when most people are at work. You may want to use a map to keep track of the areas you've covered. Bandit signs, also known as yard signs. You've probably seen them driving down the road. They're the ones that say something like, "I buy houses," or "Stop foreclosure." These signs work very well. They cost around $1 to $2 each depending on where you buy them and how many you buy. There are a lot of companies that make these signs. Here are a few online sources. banditsigns.com, signwarehouse.com, signssupercheap.com, and dirtcheapsigns.com. Many online sites require a minimum amount, usually around 50 or 100, so you can check with local sign shops if you want less. The most effective signs are 18 inches by 24 inches, plastic corrugated, and handwritten. You want a simple message such as "I'll buy your house today," "cash," or "sell your house fast," and a phone number. They should have a white or bright colored background and dark lettering. I recommend using the Sharpie Magnum, which is the biggest marker they make. Make sure the phone number is big enough that people can read it as they drive by, but the sign should be placed near intersections where people have to slow down or stop. You should also draw a map and keep track of the locations of your signs. Check with your city or county before putting them out. In most areas, you can put them out Friday evening and take them down Sunday evening. Print ads. These are the ads that you see in the local newspaper classifieds. You could purchase a series of ads that run every weekend. This can be a little more expensive than some of the other methods. Again, they say something like, "We buy houses cash," or "Stop foreclosure." Direct mail. We send postcards and letters to homeowners in pre-foreclosure, bankruptcy, property tax delinquency, and other situations. Sending mail simply requires pulling a list from a trusted online source like listability.com, usleadlist.com, and listsource.com. Cleaning the list based on our criteria, merging the list with our pre-written letters, and folding, stuffing, addressing, stamping, and sending the letters. If you're interested in sending direct mail, simply contact us. We'll provide you with the list source we're currently having the best results with, instructions on cleaning the list, and our pre-written letters and postcards. This method is only for those who have the money to invest because this can get expensive. Driving for dollars. This is the method of finding motivated sellers which you can do almost automatically. In fact, it'll probably become automatic once you've done it several times. Do you know of any vacant or distressed homes in the area? Simply write down the address and a brief description of the home, snap a quick photo, then look up the information and send it to us the next time you're behind a computer. Do you drive the same route to work every day? Try alternative routes and stay on the lookout for houses that look vacant. Some common symptoms are overgrown yards, rusted cars in the yard, FSBO signs, broken windows, etc. If all the properties in the area exhibit the above symptoms, it's not a good sign. But if it's a single house surrounded by several decent houses, you may be looking at a deal. The common rule in real estate is to find the worst house in the best neighborhood. How about garage sales? These happen every weekend in good weather and often signify that the homeowner is moving. Simply stopping by and asking if they'll be selling their house or if they know of any neighbors who may be interested in doing so can result in some solid leads. It's a good idea to print out several of the lead sheets available below this video. Then when you run across a vacant, distressed, or available home as you're out and about, just fill in as many blanks on the sheet as you can. Remember that each vacant or distressed home you submit to us could mean $500 cash. As you can see, there are a number of marketing options available, and there's an option for every budget and time commitment. And by no means is this list exhaustive. If you can think of new creative ways to find motivated sellers, then please be our guest. The important thing to keep in mind with each of these strategies is that you're not spending time and money. You're investing it with strong potential for great return. Properties of interest. You might like to have a little more detail about what kind of properties we're looking for. One focus of Holen Capital is wholesale real estate. We purchase properties at substantial discounts. By substantial, I mean 50 to 65% of the retail value. This includes the cost of any repairs that may be made. How much we offer on a property is determined by several things. One of the primary things we look at is how much work does it need to be in retail condition. If it needs a lot of work, we offer the lower percent. If it only needs very little cosmetic work, we offer toward the higher percent. Our goal is to make a fair, equitable offer to the seller. Not every seller will think our offer is fair. Those are the ones we pass on. When you look for properties, we welcome houses in all shapes, sizes, and conditions. But in order for us to quickly go through all the leads you send us, we need a bit of info in addition to the address of the property. Remember, the faster we can assess the property, make an offer, and close, the faster you get paid. If you haven't already, open up the lead sheet below and take a look. This information will enable us to quickly determine if it's a deal or not. We don't want to waste your time or ours with houses that aren't really deals. You will need to talk to the owner to get some of the info. Use this sheet as you talk to them and record the answers. Then either scan the sheet or take a photo of it with your smartphone. Be sure to put your name at the top and email it to juliet@holencapital.com. That way we'll make sure you get credit for the lead and get paid when the house closes. You may be asking, how do I know what retail value is on a house? If you have access to MLS listings or know how to use Zillow to run comps on a house, you can get the retail value. But if you don't know how to do this, you can go to this URL and we'll redirect you to Maryland's tax assessment website. This won't show you the exact price a house will get on the market, but it does give a very general idea of the value. You can also get there by Googling MD Real Property Search and click the result with the title SDAT Real Property Search Real Property. This is the page you're looking for. You'll then search for the county of your subject property in the first drop-down box, then select street address in the second drop-down box. When you enter the street name, be sure not to include any suffixes like street, road, avenue, etc. You'll only want to enter the street number and street name. Once you find the property you're looking for, you'll want to find the number circled in red below. Total value as of 07/01/2014, or whatever is the most recent date. This gives us a very basic idea of what the property might be worth, but by no means does it guarantee the property will sell for this much. So with all that said, here are some things that you must include with your deal submission. We need to be able to contact the owner by phone, so you need to figure out a way to get a phone number for us. The white pages work pretty good, or any number of methods. Use your imagination. We need the tax assessed value. This is not hard to do and it speeds up the process for us later. That means you get paid faster. We need the asking price if you can get that. Just ask the owner what they want for the house if we were to offer them all cash and close quickly. Get as much info about the property as you can. This will save us time and make it easier to assess the deal, and we all get paid faster. Here's an example. Let's say a 3-bedroom, 1-bath, 1,100 square foot house built in 1954 is assessed at $64,000. It needs $10,000 worth of work. Owner is asking $80,000. In view of what we've gone over so far, is this a deal or not? No, it's not a deal. We would pass on this one. Here's the math. Tax value minus repairs minus our fees equals offer price. So the numbers are $64,000 minus $10,000 equals $54,000, and that's not even including our fees. The owner wants $80,000 for the house. He wants more than we can pay for it. So pass. Again, I'd like to note here, the tax value is not the retail value of the house. It can be higher or lower than the retail value. It depends on the county the house is in. We will determine the retail value, but you can use the tax value as a ballpark figure in determining if it might be a deal or not. If the owner was very eager to sell and only wanted what he owed on his mortgage, say $40,000, would that be a deal? Possibly. We would consider this one. Remember, you will not make any offers. Just tell the seller that you are responsible for acquisitions and that you will pass on what you gather to the company. Then we will contact the seller. So now you understand what a motivated seller is, and you're ready to start making money as a team member. One of the most effective means of finding sellers we can work with is to utilize the flyer. These are a fantastic and inexpensive way to spread the word. Feel free to print either of the flyers out as many times as you like. Again, the second flyer has tabs for people to pull off and take with them. You will need to cut slits into them and add your phone number. The easiest way to do this is to use the replace function in Word by holding down Control+H. And you will search for our number 844-DMV sold. Make sure to format it the same way that we have it in the document and replace it with your number. You're using your own phone number on the flyer so that owners will call you, and you can begin to collect the information you'll need to submit on your lead sheet that you email to us. Hand them out to neighbors, post them at public bulletin boards, drop them off at laundromats, bus stops, coffee shops, etc. Motivated sellers can be anywhere, so gain exposure in as many areas as possible. Remember that flyers cannot be placed inside someone's mailbox, but placing them on the front porch, behind screen doors, or sticky noted to the front door can be very effective. Get creative with your marketing and the results will come. After you've identified your motivated sellers and have gotten the info on them, there are a few more steps that you need to complete. Submitting leads. As we said before, when you have done your homework and have completed the lead sheet, either scan or take a photo of the sheet with your smartphone, then email it to juliet@holencapital.com. Be sure to put your name at the top. If you have them, please also submit digital photos of the property by attaching them to the email as well. Be sure to put the address of the property in the subject line like this. This will help us to keep things organized. In the case of the same lead being submitted by more than one bird dog, the first one submitted gets credit for it. Unsuccessful leads. For various reasons, we do not move forward on every opportunity you bring us. In these cases, either the seller wasn't truly motivated or we couldn't agree to terms, so the deal didn't work. That's okay, it happens all the time. Don't let it discourage you. We want you to be incredibly successful, so just keep learning and submitting those leads. Remember that the more leads you bring us, the greater your chance of success. In each case, you'll be updated on the status of the property, and we'll try to provide you as much information as possible on why the deal didn't work. Please do not submit properties on the MLS as these are listed with real estate agents. They will be rejected. And finally, getting paid. Again, we will pay you $500 for each lead that you submit if we decide to move forward in purchasing the property. You will be paid at closing by check. The check will be mailed to the address you provide. The IRS requires that you complete a W-9 form if we pay you over $600 in the course of a year. So if you're paid for more than one property, we'll ask you to submit a 1099. This is a simple opportunity with potential for extraordinary financial reward. It's a no-risk, no-obligation way to start learning about real estate investing. And most of all, it should be fun. If there's anything we can clarify to get you on your way, please contact us by email at any time. We look forward to teaming up with you to help better our community through real estate solutions.